So when you log into FlowLab, you will see your profile and stuff. Just click on My Games if you don't look. It doesn't look. It's not going to look exactly like this, especially if you don't have the student account. So click on My Games, and you'll come to something like this. We have New Game, green button there, and you'll see our sample clicker game. We're going to have a quick look at that and see how that functions, and then we're going to go and start making it. Okay, so let's click on it. And there you go. So you've got click the targets. This is going to change to a timer. That's the amount of targets that we've got there, which is 9. And then we're going to play and see how it repeats. Okay, so click on it. Little sound plays. Timer goes down. There you go. And then play again. Click on that. Play again. What was it 160 I got? So let's try see if I can beat 160. There you go, 83, yeah? So a really, really simple game, okay? It's always better to start off slow, and then obviously we build up, and then we can add more complexity, okay? So let's go to My Games. Click on New Game. You'll come up to a screen like this. You want to click on Empty Project. Sometimes you'll get another screen that comes up here that just sort of tells you the FlowLab updates and everything, but ignore that for now. Oh, if it comes up, just press OK. So, empty project, go OK. And so this is your window. This is your window of what you're going to be, the player's going to see. Okay, so everything outside the player's not going to see. Okay, because we're going to be putting some brains or the functions into the actual game, and then some stuff in the actual window itself. So, if we go to game levels here, you'll see it says level 1. And you'll also maybe, if you've got a free account, says like 4 out of 5 or some sort of number here, because you're only limited to how many levels. But we're only going to really be making, say, 2 or 3 levels in this game, so we don't have to worry about that. Click on the white square. And what I want you to do is select a color, okay? So select any color on the outside first, and then the inside. This is your color previously and what it's currently at, okay? So at the moment it's white. So we're going to click on, say, let's do a purple one or pinky one. And click on there. See how it's current and then what it's going to change to. Okay, so click OK. There you go. So you've got that thing there. And if you click on play here, this is actually how you would play the game. There's a little test feature within FlowLab, which I'm going to show you in a moment. But if you actually want to play the game as other people will play it, then you can click on that. You've got details, theme, and cover. We're not going to be worried about that this time. We'll probably be focused on the other lessons. But for now, let's go back into Editor. And let's go to settings, okay? So we can change the game title to whatever you want. We're just going to call it Clicker and call it whatever you want. You've got your gravity and your drag and everything else. Again, let's ignore that. You also got the width and height. And again, like I said, this is your window of what the player is going to see. So we can actually drag that or decrease it depending on the type of game you want, okay? So again, just put it back to 16:12, okay? So it's obviously just useful to know when you start making experimenting. So click OK. Right, let's actually add some elements. Okay, so we're going to be adding some boxes or some targets. Okay, so left click, you'll see create or cancel. Let's click create, and you come up to this little box here. Now this box is very important. You've got some parents, display order. That's going to be important for potentially other classes. For this one, we don't have to worry about that. Multiplayer, obviously we don't have to worry about it. Physics, we don't need to worry about, and this is just restart on level, so the objects won't persist throughout the different levels. These are the 2 most important things that we're going to be focused on at the moment now. So object 1 is how many times this object is in the world. So we can clone objects, and it will have the same type, but this will change, so it'll be object 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and so on every time you clone it. It's really important to always name your type. Okay, so we're going to call this target. All right. There's no need to change the name of the object, but you can for more complex games. All right. But for now, we're just going to worry about type. You must change the type because honestly, you'll just get really confused. Even on a simple game like this, you go like, "Oh, why is my game not working?" It's because it's selecting something else or whatnot. So anyway, once you've done that, you want to click on Edit Sprite. You come to a box like this. This is where you can actually start designing your sprites and stuff. So if I click a color up here or whatever, let's do a red, I could do a little smiley face if I want to, and that will be the actual sprite itself. And you can see on the top left-hand corner here, that's what that sprite's going to look like. Again, we're not going to focus too much on this, but you can upload, you can download the images, undo, whatever. I just encourage you to experiment after this class. For now, we're going to click on Browse. These are all the different sprites that are in your current game. And we're going to click on Menu. And again, because I've got the teacher account, I'm going to have a lot more options. But we're going to go with everything that all accounts will have, which is the Flow Lab sprites. We're going to click on Objects, and then we're going to click on something here. It's entirely you what you want to click on. I'm going to go for a box. Okay, so click on box, it will come up there. All right. Once you've done that, click OK. Click OK again. There you go. You've got your box, and you can click and drag that around. If I click on Play, you'll see doesn't really do anything, especially if I click on it, because I haven't added any code or any behaviors to it. It's also not very nice with the purple or pinky purple with the box. So I'm going to change that to make it a little bit better. So let's go back into that. Going to say maybe a nice blue. If that stands out there, that stands out a bit better. Right, let's put some functionality into this game, okay? So we're going to click on your box. You're going to click on Edit, okay? Go to Behaviors. And then this is where all our functionality is. We've got triggers, we've got logic and math, components, properties, text and lists, GUI, game flow, mobile data, multiplayer, and behavior bundles. Okay, behavior bundles is really useful for very simple code that the developers or the people who've made this website have done, so you don't have to recode stuff. It's always best, especially when you started out, to do your own and you don't really know what's in here. But for now, we're going to be doing everything from scratch. So what do we want to do? Let's think about it. So we want to click the box and we want it to disappear, right? So the first thing is going to be a trigger. So mouse click. So click on that and you'll see these little, you've got down, up, over and out, and the little nodes, the little dots connecting to it. And then what you can do is once you connect two different dots together, you can just click and drag, okay? You can't connect it to yourself. Sometimes you can, and there'll be times when we do that, but for this instance you can't. And you can't accidentally do that, okay? So what? So mouse click down, that's when it activates. Mouse click up, as in when you release the click on over the object. The mouse is over the object and the mouse goes outside of the object. Each one of these will activate the lines when we connect them. So what did I say? When we mouse click down, we want to delete this object. We want to delete the box. So let's go to Components, go to Destroyer, because we want it to be destroyed, okay? And like I said, node to node, okay? So dot to dot, okay? So down goes to destroy, goes green. There you go. You'll see it's there. If you make a mistake accidentally, you can hover over the line and click on it. It goes red, okay? So blue goes green. There you go. And we can actually see this work, which is really, really nice. So instead of going out of the game into that play area, we can actually do it right here. So if we go down here to the left-hand corner, click on play, see how it all sort of becomes a little bit brighter. It's not grayed out. Click on the box and you'll see this activate. See, mouse was down, destroy, and it destroyed it, okay? Press stop. There you go. So you've got the first element of our game sorted. Right, let's press OK. And let's make it a little bit exciting because we've only got one object there. We want to clone this. And we don't have to then do the code for each object because we're going to be cloning. So click on it, click on clone. We're going to do 8 objects altogether. So we want 2 sets of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we do 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Okay, done cloning. Remember, if you accidentally click twice, I'm going to click on twice here for you. Just an example. See, it doesn't really show. You have to be careful if you do that. You can actually just click out, click the object and click delete. Okay, so just make sure you don't overlap because you'll go, well, why is my box just not disappearing? It has disappeared. It's just that it's layered, so the bottom box is showing. So we can actually play our game now. Click on play. And there you go. You've got our boxes that delete, all right? Because we've done the code and we've cloned it. What else did we need to do? We needed to put some sound to it. So let's do that. So go on to the object, go to edit, go back to behaviors. We need to now go to put some sound. So let's go to components, click the sound option. A little node appears. And then let's put that under there. Go down to play. See, it goes green. And then that's connected. Now, it's important, if I click on this box and I drag it, it will drag everything. If I click on this one, it already dragged this bit here. It only drags everything that's connected to it from the left-hand side. If I want to click on this and I want to just move it by itself, I hold down Shift, and then I can drag this independently. Okay, I'm holding down Shift currently. Release Shift, and then I can drag it if I want to drag everything. Make sure you do this neat. Again, because it's all node base, as well it's nice, it can get a little bit messy, just like normal code. So just try to position things that go like, okay, it's not going to confuse me further down the line. Anyway, sound effects. We've connected that up so it hits play, so down to play. We can also have down to stop, but we want it to stop. Certain music's volume is obviously speaks for itself if you want something to be lighter and lower. And also you've got outputs as well. So once this plays, stuff will come out here. But again, we don't have to worry about this for this session. So let's click on the actual box itself. We can upload our own music, but we're going to be choosing sounds. So we're going to choose sounds. We're going to go to effects. Okay. And again, depending on the account that you have, you might not have these many options. You definitely won't be able to go into premium. But I think like a simple click one is really simple. It's entirely up to you which one you want. All I would say is don't pick something that's too long, okay? So let's have something that's going to be potentially annoying, just so I can show you. That one. I can imagine, even though it's short, you click on that a few times, that's potentially going to be annoying. Especially if you do something too long, like music. There's little musics here. What's it? Fantasy. Yeah, you don't want that every time when you click a box. So just short and simple, okay? So let's go back into click, and I'm just going to click on that. Actually, that sounds pretty good. So that sounds like a box collapsing. So click on OK, and there you go. You've got that there. And now I'll just drag this across. I'm just clicking anywhere that's space, and then I can just drag and move it around. I could also use the scroll wheel to go in and out. So I'm just doing that there. I'm going to click on play. And now, a little bit annoying, but again, it's just, it's up to you, right? For me, that's fine.